Oh wow. Wow. Look at all the thumbnail faces. Look at all the thumbnail faces for waves. Look at all the thumbnail faces for waves. Everybody's got their worst. Oh, this guy's. What is that thumbnail face, dog? Why are you doing that face, my boy? What is going on? What is going on, bro? My guy right here looks sick. Oh, this guy's big sad. This guy's big sad. This guy seems to be excited. He's got the best thumbnail so far. Listen, YouTube tells all the creators, right? YouTube, this is why they all do this. They're like, listen, you have to put a face on it as big as you could possibly put a face. Put a face in your thumbnail, a human face, right? It's gotta be a human face, and then but nobody tells them to make fucking funny faces. That's that shit's an old wives' tale that somebody started. That shit's like the biggest troll. It's just like, hey, let's make everybody make their faces go like this. Like people don't click because like, oh my god, look at her face. I'm gonna click it. That's a good face. All right. So where's my boy at? This fucking guy right here.
Hi everybody, Adam Steele here. Massive news. Waves are the last big audio production company not to be using a subscription model. And as of today, that's all changed. They're going full subscription, full steam ahead. Let's check it out. So I was out earlier today with my daughter. She was learning how to swim, and that was really sweet. And she did make some very big waves. Terrible joke aside, this is a quite monumental day because several years ago now, Stephen Slate and Slate Digital were the first major audio company to really push and go with the all-access subscription model, where you could pay them originally $25 a month and then later $15 to have all of their plugins, and as anything came out, it was added to that at no extra cost. And then Plugin Alliance have followed suit, Avid with Pro Tools have followed suit. A lot of the major companies now are moving to this model, and now Waves have finally jumped on board. This is going to be an absolutely huge seismic shift for this company because they're going to a model where you're not going to be able to buy any of their plugins at all. No perpetual licenses. Now, they did make it clear if you have already bought perpetual licenses for Waves products, you will continue to own them. They're not going away. You don't lose them because the company's moving to this model. But going forward, you're not going to be able to buy new Waves plugins separately. They will just come in either the new Waves Essential subscription, which is $15 a month, or the Waves Ultimate, which is $25 a month. And those are your two choices. Now, looking at my...
Hold on. So you get to keep your perpetual license, bro? Why? Why is is this dude lying, or why is everybody's video saying that you can't use your perpetual license anymore?
Desktop for a minute here, which is risky for a lot of people, I know, but here we go. I have the things that I've been buying for a while. So I've got things like the Horizon bundle, which covered a lot of what I was using. I've been using Low Air for a long time as kind of a secret weapon for my bass. What else? The J37 tape, the Abbey. What else? The J is this tape machine. Yes, this very one, which you can see me hugging. That is the original tape machine, one of the tape machines that the Beatles were using at Abbey Road to produce things like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. So I'm no stranger to using Waves plugins, but you'll see a lot of them are like version 10, version 12. I've actually been using Waves plugins since all the way back in version 5, way back in 2004, when some of the plugins like the Q, Series EQs, and the C4, I think was out, the multiband, were way ahead of anything that you could get natively in, say, Cubase at the time, which is what I was using, and a lot better than some of the inbuilt Pro Tools plugins at that time. We've come a long way, and Waves have made a lot of new plugins since then. And so the Waves Essential has what looks like a little bit of everything. The guys at Waves have sent me a list of what is in each of these bundles. The Waves Ultimate is pretty much everything. In fact, I say pretty much, I think it is every plugin. Everything they make is going to be in there because you're not going to be able to buy them perpetually, so they've just gone everything. All the Abbey Road stuff.
This guy has the best face in the worst video. Let's see what this guy with the fucking doo-doo face has.
All right, let's see what's new in the audio world here. Oh, interesting. Waves has a new subscription service. I guess that's cool. That's another option to be able to buy their plugs since everybody uses their stuff. Let's see. As of March 26, 2023, Waves Creative Access subscriptions are the only way to get Waves plugins? What the f? A lot of users, us included, because we just updated our Waves update plan. So the WUP is going to cover us supposedly for the next year. Well, that is some cause for concern because if you've updated all your plugs and you want them to work with, a current OS, for example, like Monterey or Ventura if you're on a Mac, or Windows 11 if you're on, a PC, that's a pretty big concern. And this is obviously a pretty big pitch from Waves. They want to cash in on that subscription service, money pool that so many other people like Universal Audio and Slate and all those people are cashing in on. So I get that part of it, but I think the biggest concern here is the fact that it's going to impact so many people that were on the Waves update plan in the first place and how it treats that user base. It's a little shocking. So let's dive in and find out a bit more about the new Creative Access subscription plan from...
You know what? Dude, you know why they're going to be able to pull this off? Like, you know why they're going to be, I will tell you why they're going to be able to pull this off. Because I just realized it now. Because I was like, bro, there's no way that they could just jump out the window and smash the perpetual license people. But the people, like, if you're a beat maker, there's no Waves plugin that you need to make beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not one. Like, you could not have your Waves plugins and you would not notice it. Tell me I'm lying. If you watch a producer grind interview, the no one in the producer grind interview where they're like, hey, what's your top 5 plugins? No one says, well, waves this, wave that, wave this, wave that. No, nobody. So I think number 1 is this shit don't apply to us. You know what I'm saying? And then like the people who use this for real, they're already on the update plan. So they're like, listen guys, you are already going to pay us the $250, every 2 or 3 years anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to charge you a little bit more, but we're going to give you all of our plugins. So shut the fuck up. Everything's getting more expensive now, and all them people are just going to be like, yeah, and they're going to charge their customers a little bit more, or they're going to make a little bit less money, but they're 100% going to pull this off.
Waves and see if it really is going to be a cause for some concern, if it's a benefit to us, or if the people that just re-upped their Waves update plan just lose out altogether. Let's find out. When you first get onto the Waves website, you can see the pitch for the new subscription service called Creative Access, and it's broken down into 2 tiers. One's Waves Essential and one is Waves Ultimate. If you click the annual monthly tab up here, you can see what that ends up being per year. If we click on the Waves Essential page and we scroll down to what's actually included, we can get an overview of all the plugs that they're going to include in this first of the...
Hold My Beer says they could lose 6 people and gain 1 new person, and it pays for that loss. Yes, you get it. Yo, Waves is going to wind up making more money than ever, bro. This is crazy.
The subscription tiers, and it doesn't take much before you figure out that most of the plugins in this particular category, while there are a few exceptions, are pretty much a lot of the earlier Waves plugins. There's some of the combo stuff in there, but by and large, the bulk of these plugins you probably can already duplicate in your own DAW. And while this is a good, well-rounded group of plugins that can do most of the duties you're going to need in your basic plugin selection, you're not going to get access to a lot of the better-known Waves top-tier plugs or any of the big bundle plugs. So this affects a ton of people, and those effects are going to be far-reaching. And how they went about it maybe could have been a little bit better thought out. It seems like this is sort of a knee-jerk reaction to a subscription sort of model. They could have given a grace period, for example, or their user base that isn't.
Nah, bro, they didn't need to have to do any of that shit. Cause like Hold My Beer said they could lose 6 people and cover the loss with 1, bro. This is, you got like, think about it like this. You know what I'm saying? Adrenaline says Waves is ass for this. But you got to think about it like this, right? Your Waves audio. You started this shit. Like, you're like legit the GOAT. No questions. The only people who would debate that is amateurs who've never fucking made a record. You know what I'm saying? So you're fucking legit the goat out here, and you start to see all the other companies that you influenced, right? You know what I mean? Because it's not like Waves is like the first subscription service, right? They you know this probably this probably was the bro. Waves used to cost $35,000 for a box with a CD in it. They used to sell one CD for $35,000. That was the value of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes went from selling you one CD for $35,000 or $17,000. You know what I mean? And then to selling you fucking emails for $29.95. Then all these other companies come out, start getting into fucking the subscription model, which is the model for everything now. It's the model for everything, bro. It's the model for everything. My bad. 3,500. You right. $3,500. You right, though, boy. You right. So you pay a subscription to watch TV. You know that, right? You pay a subscription to listen to music. You pay a subscription to have somebody deliver food to your house. You know what I'm saying? You pay that subscription to have people deliver food to your house so that you don't have to pay a high delivery fee. And like there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that you could do in these modern economies without dropping $7.99 a month, $9.99 a month. You know what I'm saying? You pay a subscription to a car wash in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? My wife pays $19.99 a month for unlimited washes. Car stays fucking clean. You pay a subscription to the gym. You know what I mean? So if you're Waves audio, right? And that's the direction the whole economy is going. Like remember, you're Waves audio and there's money over there to get to, which means you go over there, you can make more money, which means you can hire more people, which means you can develop new products. You know what I mean? Which means you can make existing products better and you can continue to bolster your legacy. You mean to tell me that's a nefarious bad guy thing to do? You shouldn't you know what I mean? You put your it instead of just thinking like somebody who buys stuff, think about it from the perspective of somebody who creates something and wants to participate in commerce. Like put yourself in that vibe. It makes way too much sense. So this is not like a bad thing. Like this is the type of shit that you want to see happen to these companies. You know what I mean? Like these are companies that you like, that have helped you with your career up until this point, and they want to fucking compete at a higher level, you know? And it's software. The thing that has that a lot of people messed up is you don't realize you never buy software, right? You never buy software. No matter if you bought it in a box and you put a piece of media in your computer and installed it. You did not buy it. You licensed it. You licensed it to your device. That's why every piece of software comes with a EULA. It doesn't come with a certificate of transfer. It doesn't come with a title. It comes with a like, hey, we're allowing you to fucking install this on your computer because you paid us and these are the rules, right? Shot at Chase says Waves just lost a lot of people. I don't think Waves just lost a lot of people. I think Waves lost all of the people that don't use Waves. To tell you the truth, I think the people who who are lost, who are going to be lost, are the people who bought waves because they seen it in a tutorial and they thought it was something that they need. And a lot of people are going to quickly realize that they did not need this thing that they thought that they needed. And I'm a super fan of that. I'm a super fan of that, because if you had, say you got me personally, right? My personal wish for you, if you have 10 Waves plugins on your computer, right? But you don't need those 10 Waves plugins. You could do exactly what you need to do without those 10 Waves plugins, and it's not going to make, the output of your experience, the fun you're going to have, or, the sound of your music is not going to suffer anymore. Then, dude, I don't want you to have those 10 Waves plugins, because I don't want you to be goofy. Like, why are you collecting all that in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, this crazy asset that all these people are freaking out about? Phantom says, I have UAD Spark, which was included with my Vault, but the subscription plugin ish is garbage. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the subscription plugins either. Somebody asked me, they were like, hey, what are you gonna do with yours? And I was just like, listen, I love Arvox, you know what I mean? L2 is a great, plugin, whatever, but I mean, dude, like, I'm gonna run them until I can't update them anymore. And then when I can't update them anymore, I'm not gonna use them anymore, ever.